Sooners are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will put toe to leather and will get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will start this game off. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To throw, it's Maddox. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him this time. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Gives it on the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Maddox. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna run it. It's Fields. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. The give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Rides to the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Leaves it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got him. On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. This quarterback part of their running game. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Fields. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. Got room to work. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And you see this more and more in football, in all sports, really, like analytics. It's the world of, I'm going to go for it now.
For sure. Basketball, you shoot more threes. Baseball, try to hit for power. It's just the way it is.
Well, and at least in football, you kind of know the down and distance. You know how close you are to getting a first down. So maybe you play those percentages a little bit more, but it's definitely starting to prove itself.
Got a little space. Spins away from the defense. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Power football with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Give to the back. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Maddox. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Hand off from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Arkansas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, we'll get another look at They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Fields. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Maddox. Got it in the middle, it's Platt. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Complete out of the backfield. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Kearney. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Finds the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Send that offense back onto the field. On the move. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator because on 3rd down, you throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense thinks you're going to be throwing the football. Instead, you hand it off to your running back, and he shows great vision. He knows where the sticks are, picks up the 1st down. And this offense, they've got some momentum going now.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They're going to run it. We'll give them a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Right back to him on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's 1 step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Quarterback now breaking the field, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kearney. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Using his legs, it's Fields. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th down, and they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR. They just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Vanderbilt. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be You had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got...
Turning it on! And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Vaughn. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Has to get there to move the sticks. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And I tell you what, if you told them they were going to be 3 for 3 now on 4th downs, they'd have said yes, please, and that's why they're winning the game right now. You get an extra down so often, you have so much success. This offense is cooking, especially on 4th down.
Send the tight end in motion. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Sooner offense returns to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the time.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's a tough throw to make, especially at this juncture of the game. It's late, you're trailing, and that's a deep throw on an outbreaking route. As a quarterback, your timing has to be perfect, and you've got to throw that thing out in front. If anything is off, even by the smallest amount, that ball's going to land incomplete, and that's what happened there.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the 1st and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Vaughn. Got the first down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Whoa, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Line is set on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Rush is on him. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. off the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just getting the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.